Good day, everyone. Welcome to our video lesson for today. For now, we will discuss about the equations of conic sections. First, let's have our lesson objectives. First is to identify the key components of the graph of conic section. Second, determine the general and standard equation of conic sections. And plus, we're going to transform the equation of conic sections from general to standard form and from standard form to general form of equation. Now, let's begin with the parts of the graph of conic sections. In this part, we're going to specify some parts of the graph of conic sections. Then we will elaborate the different parts of the conic sections when we are discussing the topic about graph conic sections. Again, for this part, some parts pa lamang po yung i-discuss natin. So, start tayo with circle. In, in circle, we have two main components that we needed. First is the radius. So we know that the radius is a line that connects the center of the circle and at any point of the circle. So that is the radius. Now, the second part is the center. When we say center of the circle, it could be on the origin. Okay? When we say on the origin, nasa 0, 0 coordinate ang ating center. And also, pwede rin na ma-move yung center ng ating circle. Pwede rin siyang wala sa origin, nasa HK coordinate. When we say HK coordinate, nasa X and Y coordinate siya. Wala sa origin. Okay? So those are the two main components na kakailanganin natin pag in solving the equations of circle. Next, we have the ellipse. For ellipse, there are three variables or three main components that we needed for solving the equation or transforming equations ng isang ellipse. We have the A variable, the B variable, and the C variable. For A variable, it is the line that connects the center of the ellipse. Okay, this one is the center of the ellipse, and this is the vertex of the ellipse. Okay, so that is our A. And A variable or A value is the longest line among this other variable, which is the B and C. When we say B variable naman, it is the line or the measurement from the center of the ellipse up to the co-vertex. And for C, we have it is the line form from the center of the ellipse up to the focus or foci of the ellipse. So those are the three variables that we needed for the transforming equations of ellipse. Next, we have this hyperbola. For hyperbola, we also have A, B, and C variable, wherein A is the length of transverse axis. Okay, ito yan, yung red one. B is the conjugate axis, and C is the transverse axis. Okay, so on this one, ito naman yung kakailanganin nating mga variables and values that we needed for transforming equations of hyperbola. Okay, and last for the parabola, we have the C. Okay, C is the measurement from the focus of the vertex up to the focus of, sorry, from the focus of the parabola up to the vertex of the parabola. And the point from here to here, the measurement of this must be 4C. 4 times the length of the C value. Again, so those are the some points or key points that we needed in solving and transforming equations of each type of conic sections. Okay, next. So before we proceed, in transforming equations, we must be familiar with the different types of equations or different form of equations ng type of conic section. So first, we have a circle. Tulad ng na-mention ko kanina, circle, ang center niya pwedeng nasa origin. So this will be an example, no, of a circle with the center in the origin. And also, pwede rin na ang circle, ang center niya ay wala sa origin. Example, ito. Ito yung origin natin, but wala dyan yung center. This one, nasa HK siya. So magkaiba ang general and standard form ng circle kapag nasa origin ang center and kapag nasa HK coordinate ang center ng circle. So for circle, we have this general form. X squared plus y squared minus r squared is equal to 0. And its standard form, we have x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared, or the square of radius. So as we can see, from general to standard form, we transpose the value of our radius. Again, this general and standard form of equation is for circle with an origin in the center. Next, proceed tayo with a circle with the center at HK. So we also have the general form and the standard form. For general form, we have x squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. And we know na yung general form ng circle is dapat equal or present muna yung x squared and y squared. Dapat they have same sign and also they must have same coefficient. Okay? And for the standard form, from this general form, we are going to transform it into standard form. And this will be the standard form of circle. We have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Okay? So this one naman, yung general form and standard form again, kapag ang circle, ang origin ay nasa hk. Okay? Next, we have ellipse. Yung ellipse natin, pwedeng maiba yung orientation niya or yung position, no? When we say ellipse, pwede rin siyang origin ay nasa 0, 0. Pwede rin yung center ay nasa 0, 0. Pwede rin naman na nasa HK. Okay? And also, pagdating sa orientation ng ating ellipse, pwede siyang horizontal. This one is horizontal ellipse, and the other one is the vertical ellipse. Okay, so these are the types of ellipse that we can form, no, or graph. So unahin natin yung origin. Ellipse na ang center ay nasa origin. So what will be the general form and standard form? Okay, so first we have this one. Ax squared plus cy squared plus f is equal to 0. Take note that a must be less than c. And for standard form, we have x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared is equal to 1. Again, on this one, a must be greater than b. For ellipse, na ang center ay nasa hk, we have this general form. Ax squared plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. And its standard form is x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared. So tandaan, no, na ang ellipse natin, laging ang operation natin between these two groups are always addition. Okay? Ayan. Now, next, we have this one. Okay? The general form and standard form. And also the general form and the standard form kapag ang center naman ay nasa HK coordinates. Okay? So we have this one. So as you can see, ang daming mga equations, no, na meron tayo dito. But once na magsasolve tayo ay um, madali niyong mananotice. No? Now, ano ba ang difference between these um, two rows ng ating ellipse? Ito yung nag-indicate ng orientation ng ellipse natin. It could be horizontal ellipse or vertical ellipse. So, yung nasa upper part or upper row natin, this is for um, vertical, horizontal ellipse. Okay? Now, paano natin malalaman na horizontal ellipse yung meron tayo? By just observing the given equation. Take note that this A variable, okay, this A variable, it is paired with X. It means yung A natin, which is the longest uh, line or values that we have, ay nasa X coordinate. Okay, so it means it is horizontal. On the other one naman, no, A is paired on our Y. So it means yung ating longest line ay nasa Y coordinate. So it indicates that this is vertical ellipse. Okay? So that is the difference between the two, and also by just observing the given equation, madali nating ma-identify kung horizontal or vertical ellipse yung meron tayo. Okay, now let's proceed with our hyperbola. For hyperbola, pwede rin siyang um, vertical or horizontal hyperbola. Okay? So, yung hyperbola, pwede rin tayo magkaroon ng center na origin tsaka sa HK. And what are those equation? We have this general form and standard form. For standard form of our hyperbola, we have here x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared is equal to 1. And for the general form of hyperbola at HK, we have ax squared minus cy squared plus dx plus ay plus f is equal to 0. And its standard form is x minus h squared over a squared minus y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1. So this one naman, it is horizontal. Okay. And the other one, okay, so we have here this general form and standard form. Again, almost same lang sila. Magkakaiba, magiging a difference lang between the two is yung magiging orientation. The other one is horizontal, and the next one is for vertical. So yung horizontal natin, yung A ay na kay X, and yung for vertical, yung A naman ay na kay Y axis natin or y coordinates. Okay? Next, we have for parabola. For parabola, maraming equations or maraming form of equations yung meron tayo. Okay? Bakit marami? Kasi yung parabola, pwede siyang magkaroon ng apat na possible opening. It could be opens upward, opens downward, opens to the left, and opens to the right. Okay? So, almost same lang lahat ng ating mga equation dito. Nagkaiba lang yung pagdating sa, syempre kapag opens to the right or left, y squared yung nasa left side, okay? And yung nasa right side yung ating 4cx, okay? Or negative 4cx. Pagdating naman sa standard form, y minus k, standard form ng hk, nasa hk naman ang vertex ng ating parabola. In this case, we have the standard form of y minus k squared is equal to 4c times x minus h. So again, these equations mag-state, magsasabi kung ano ang magiging opening natin ng parabola. Kapag positive, it's either opens to the right or upward. Kapag naman negative, it's either um, opens to the left or downwards. Okay? Now, to summarize again, these are the different general form or and standard form of equations ng conic section. Tandaan, magkaiba ang standard form and general form ng center or vertex ng nasa origin and kapag naman nasa HK coordinates. And now, since we are already familiar with the different um, form of equations ng type o ng each type of conic section, now let's proceed with transforming equations from general to standard form. Okay, on this one, we're going to use the completing the square for us to be able to transform equations from general to standard form. here are some guidelines we're going to use after after for A is we're going to assign expressions. So on this one, the general form of equation pa lang, we can already identify what type of expression it is. Okay, using the flow chart na na-discuss natin before. Second is to locate the F term to the right-hand side of the equation. So yung F term natin, yung constant. Okay, we're going to locate it or transpose it into the right side of the equation. And number three, team X and Y. So it means we're going to regroup our equations from the left side. Lahat ng X magkakasama yung X variable. And lahat ng Y variables naman ay magkakasama in different group. Number four, we're going to execute completing this. Okay. And for last, number five, we're going to recheck the result using step number one. So it means after completing the square, we can already make the general equation into standard form. Then by observing the given um, standard form, we can also determine what type of conic section yung meron. So it means kung sa general form, ellipse yung na-observe natin using the equation, dapat at the end, after natin mag-transform ng equation, ellipse pa rin dapat yung result. Hindi dapat magbabago yung type of conic section once na mag-transform tayo ng equations from general to standard form. Okay, now, so again, these are the guidelines. Let's apply this one. Okay, so let's have example number one. For example number one, we have the given x squared plus y squared minus 4x minus 8y plus 16 is equal to 0. Now, step number one, we are going to identify what type of conic section it is. So this one is circle. Bakit circle? Kasi yung x squared and y squared natin, they have similar sign or same sign, and also they have same coefficient. So it means it is a circle. Now, let's apply step number two, wherein we are going to transpose yung ating f term or yung constant. So it will be x squared plus y squared minus 4x minus 8y equals, so positive 16 will be negative 16. And after that, we are going to regroup. Group natin yung same variable. We have x squared. Kasama niya yung negative 4x. Then plus, we're going to allot space for us to perform completing the square. Now, this one next is plus. I-group naman natin yung ating y variable. So we have y squared minus 8y plus alat ulit ng space for completing the square equals to negative 16. Okay, next, perform tayo ng completing the square. On this one, we are going to use again the b over 2 raised to 2. A formula for us to able to determine or solve for the third term of the equation. Okay, so on this one, our b is negative 4. So negative 4 over 2 raised to 2. Sa kabila naman, sa y terms natin, our our b is negative 8 over 2 raised to 2. Then perform the operation. We have x squared minus 4x. Negative 4 divided 2 is negative 2 raised to 2. That is positive 4. So plus 4 plus we have y squared minus 8y plus negative 8 divided 2, that is negative 4 raised to 2, that is positive 16 equals to negative 16. Okay? So this time, nag-add tayo sa left side ng 4. Then, sa y group natin, nag-add din tayo ng 16. Then perform completing the square. This one is perfect square trinomial. So we need to change it into square of binomial. So it is x, square root of x squared is x, square root of 4 is 2. Then the operation is subtraction. Square plus we have y, square root of y squared is y. Square root of 16 is 4. The operation of second term is subtraction, so subtraction. Squared equals, cancel out yung negative 16 and positive 16, the answer is 4. So it means 4 na lang yung nasa right side natin. This one is the standard form of our equation. So we have x minus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 4. So again, this is the standard form of the equation. Now we need to identify the different components of the circle. Sa circle naman, no, kailangan natin mahanap yung center and the radius. No? Sa center natin, since we have here a form of x minus h k, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So, una, yung radius natin will be, since yung 4 natin, naka-squared pa yan, so we need to get its square root. So, the square root of 4 is 2. Okay? So, ulitin natin. Pakita natin yung process. Again, r natin is 4. Since naka-square yung 4, or yung radius natin, so kukuha na natin yung square root of 4, which is, it will give us a result of 2. Next, for our center naman, since wala sa origin yung ating center, so wala sa 0, 0, kukuhanin natin yung value ng h and k. Take note that yung h is laging kasama ni x, and yung k naman ang laging kasama ni y. Okay? Dito, sa pagkuha ng h and k, yung opposite sign ang kukuhanin natin. So since this one is x minus 2, negative siya dito, kung gagawin natin siyang positive 2. For k naman, we have here y minus 4. Negative yung 4 natin, so it will be positive 4. Again, opposite ng sign yung kukuhanin or gagamitin natin for our h and k values. Okay? So, yun, we're done with transforming equations from general form to standard form. And we are also done with solving the different parts of our circle. We have the radius, the HK. So, therefore, our center is at, nasaan ang ating center? Nasa 2, 4 coordinates. Okay, it means kapag nag-plot tayo ng graph, dapat ang center natin ay nasa 2, 4 coordinates. Okay, so that is our example number 1. Okay, now let's proceed with our example number 2. For our example number 2, we have x squared plus 3y squared plus 8y minus 12y plus 10 is equal to 0. Again, we are going to identify the type of conic section. So in this one, they are both positive. Positive x squared and positive 3y squared. But they have different sign. Different coefficient. So therefore, it is an ellipse. Okay? Now, perform ulit tayo ng transforming of equation. So, it means yung ating constant, ita-transpose sa right side. So, it will be x squared plus 3y squared plus 8x minus 12y equals to, yung positive 10 will be negative 10. Okay? Then, after that, regroup tayo. Group natin yung x squared plus 8x. Magkalat ng space for completing the square. Then, plus, okay? We have, for the second group, the y variable naman. That will be 3y squared minus 12y equals, plus, alat ulit ng space for completing the square equals to negative 10. So, this time, so, since wala namang coefficient yung first term natin kay x, yung x squared, so it means we can already perform completing the square. So, it will be it will be x squared plus 8x. So, on this one, no, para mahanap yung third term, again, ang gagamitin lang natin ay yung b over 2 squared na formula. So, that will be, our b is 8 over 2, then squared. So, it will be 8 over 2 is 4 raised to 2, that is 16. Plus, next, on this one, no, merong coefficient ng ating y squared, which is 3. So, it means pwede tayo dito mag-factor out, mag-factoring. Factor out natin sa 3. 3y squared divide 3 is 3 na lang. And 3, negative 12 divide 3, that will be negative 4. So, therefore, on this one, our b term is negative 4 and divide it by 2 raised to 2. Then perform the operations. Have 3 times uh, y squared minus, we have here 4y. Okay, naging 4y to dahil nga nag-divide tayo ng negative 12 by 3. Okay, so plus, perform the operation on this one for our third term. Negative 4 divide 2, that is negative 2. Raised to 2, that is positive 4. Equals negative 10. Now, since sa left side ng group ng x variables natin, we added 16. So, mag-a-add din tayo sa right side ng 16. Then, for the group of y variables, nag-add tayo ng 4. But this 4 is multiplied by 3. So, therefore, mag-a-add tayo dito ng 3 times 4. Okay? Next. This time, we already have here perfect square trinomial. So, we need to change it into square of binomial. So, it will be, get the square root of x squared, that is x. Get the square root of 16, that is 4. Then, for the operation of second term. Okay? Plus 3 times whose perfect square trinomial natin na y variables, make it square of binomial then. So, square root of y squared is y. Square root of 4 is 2 for the operation. Since yung second term natin is subtraction, so subtraction din yung gagamitin natin as the operation for our square of binomial. Then, equals, simplify lang natin to. Negative 10 plus 16, that is positive 6 plus 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. So, positive 6 plus 12, that is positive 18. Okay? Now, on this one, although we are done with the completing the square process, but for an ellipse na para maging isa siya standard form, dapat ang ating right side of the equation ay equals to 1. Now, paano ba natin gagawin equals to 1 yung right side of equation? Since meron tayo ditong 18, mag-divide lang tayo on both sides by 18. Okay? So, therefore, it will be, so wala naman tayo makakancel dito sa x group natin. So, it will be x plus 4 squared over 18 plus 3 times y minus 2 squared over 18 equals 18 divided by 18 is 1. Equals to 1. Then after that, no, eto nga, sorry. So, nag-divide tayo ng 18 sa ating left side. Now, as you can see here, sa ating y, meron tayong pwedeng ma-cancel out. Yung 3 and 18. So, yung 3 magiging 1 kasi 3 divided, we're going to divide it by their greatest common factor, which is the 3. No? So, i-divide natin yan. So, it will be 1 na lang and yung 18 will be 3. Through cancellation method, no? we can simplify this term. Yeah. Therefore, we have x plus 4 squared over 18 plus y minus 2 squared over 6 is equal to 1. That is the standard form of equations that we have. Okay? So from general form to standard form. And after that, no, once na ma-change natin into standard form, hahanapin naman natin yung different values that we needed for graphing naman. Okay? So on this one, kailangan natin yung variable h, variable k, variable a, variable b, and variable c. For our h and k, again, h lagi siyang kasama ni x variable. So it means na nandito siya. Okay, this is our h. But opposite ng sign yung kukuhanin. Since ito ay positive 4, pagdating sa ating h, it is negative 4. Okay? Next, for y naman, ang pair niya lagi ay si k. So since negative 2 yung nasa equation natin, kukuhanin yung opposite sign, it will be positive. Sorry, we need to write the positive sign. Okay? It will be positive 2. Next, for our A, okay, tandaan, ang ellipse natin, ang A ay laging yung mas malaking value sa denominator. So since we have 18 and 6, para hindi tayo mahirapang mag-identify ng A and B, so alin ang mas malaking value, which is 18. So take note that our denominator ay naka-square din po yan. So therefore, to get the value of A, get the square root of 18 plus, sorry, get the square root of 18. So that is, solve natin, 4.20. So that is approximate is 4.24. Okay, for our b, that is square root of 6. So solve natin yung square root of 6, that is approximately. So ito yung sign natin, no, pag nag-approximate tayo. And approximately 2.45. Okay? Now let's proceed with solving for C value natin. For C value, we have a formula of square root of A minus B. Okay, so wherein our A is 18, then minus 6, get the square root of it, so that is square root of 12. So approximately, the square root of 12 is, solve natin the square root of 12. So that is equal to 3.46. So approximately 3.46. Okay, so this is our value of C, value of B, value of A, K, and the H. So those are the important variables na kailangan nating mahanap yung values. Okay? Again, these values of H, K, A, B, and C ay gagamitin natin for graphing. Okay? So that is for our example number 2. Now let's proceed with our example number 3. So for example number 3, we have the given y squared minus 5k squared plus 30x plus 4y minus 46 is equal to 0. So same process yung gagawin. Transpose muna. We have y squared minus 5x squared plus 30x plus 4y equals. So negative 46 will be positive 46. And after that, regroup tayo. So on this one, group natin yung y squared minus kasama niya si plus 4y. Then allot ng space for completing the square. Then plus, okay, plus sorry, it is minus. Okay? Minus um, 5k squared. Pag-group naman niya ay si 30. X plus lahat ng space for group for completing the square then equals to 46. Now, bakit nga ba ito naging subtraction? Okay, bakit naging minus? Now, if we're going to observe on the given equation, we have y squared minus 5x squared. And on this one, by observing these two terms, malalaman natin that they have different sign. It means it is hyperbola. And for the general form or and standard form of hyperbola, the operation is subtraction. Okay? Kaya ito ay subtraction. Unlike kay ellipse, laging addition yung operation. But for hyperbola, subtraction po yan. And also, if you're going to notice on this one, no, so negative din dito. So, subtraction siya. But again, no, the best way para malaman kung ano yung operation at hindi tayo malito sa pag-identify pa lang ng conic type ng conic section using the general form at nalaman na hyperbola ito, so automatic, no, it is subtraction. Now, after that, perform tayo ng completing the square. To solve for our third term, same pa rin yung gagamitin. B over 2 squared. On this one, our b is 4. So it will be 4 over 2 squared. On the right side, we have 5x squared plus 30x plus. Before tayo mag-perform or hanapin yung ating third term, since yung 5 and 30 ay may common factor, so mag-factoring muna tayo. Divide both terms by 5, maka-cancel out yung 5, yung 30 magiging 6. So therefore, um, our second term or B term natin dito ay 6. So therefore, the third term is 6 over 2 raised to 2. Then perform the operation. We have y squared plus 4y plus 4 divided 2 is 2 raised to 2. That is 4 minus 5 times kasi nag-factor out tayo, x squared plus 6x plus 6 divided 2 is 3 raised to 2, that is 9 equals 46. So left side, yung y group natin, nag-add tayo ng 4. So it means right side, mag-add din tayo ng 4. Then for x groups natin, nag-add tayo ng 9, but we know that it is multiplied by -5. So therefore, i-multiply na, mag-add tayo ng -5 times 9. Okay? Next, then make it square of binomial. So square root of y squared is y, square root of 4 is 2. Then the operation of second term is addition. Okay? Minus 5 times. Make it square of binomial again. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 9 is 3. The variation of second term is addition. Okay? That's why meron tayo sa left side na y plus 2 squared minus 5 times x plus 3 squared is equal to, so, para hindi mahirapan, mag-simplify muna na -5 times 9. Yeah? So -9 times 9 is -45. Okay? So natira is 46 minus 45 is 1 plus 4 is 5. And this one, since hyperbola din to, dapat ang goal natin, ang right side ng equation is 1 lamang. So to make it 1, need natin mag-divide on both sides by 5. Again, for ellipse and hyperbola, ang goal natin palagi is maging 1 yung ating right side. Therefore, we have here y plus 2 squared over 5 minus yung 5 over 5 cancel out. So magiging x plus 3 squared. Okay? Over 1, so wala na yan kasi ang denominator natin is 1 equals to, and this is the general form, the standard form of the given equation of an of a hyperbola. Okay? So naka-standard form na to. Then after that, syempre we need to solve for the different values that we needed. Kailangan natin si H, si K, dahil wala naman siya sa origin, no? Nasa HK siya. We also need A, we also need B, also need C variable. For our H, again, kasama lagi siya ni X. So therefore, ang H natin ay ito, yung 3. And get the opposite sign. Since positive 3 yan, it will be negative 3. For K naman, lagi siyang ka-pair ni Y. So therefore, this is our K. So Y plus 2, positive yung sign ni 2. So therefore, negative naman yung kukuhanin natin yung value ni K. For A and B, no? Baka malito lang kayo, tandaan, for hyperbola, ang A naman natin ay hindi, A and B ay hindi magmamatter kung sino yung mas malaking value. For hyperbola, magmamatter naman dito ay kung sino yung positive. Okay? On this one, meron siyang denominator na 1. Alin ba ang group na positive dito? Si Y or si X? So, ang positive natin dito ay si Y. Therefore, nandito yung ating A, which is square root of 5. Okay? Now, solve natin yung square root of 5. That is approximately 2.24. Okay? Again, it is approximately 2.24. For our B, square root of 1, so syempre, it is equals to 1. And for C, ayan, wag malilito doon sa ating pagkuha ng C, no? Magkaiba yung pagkuha ng C kay ellipse and pagkuha ng C kay hyperbola. Kay ellipse ay subtraction, kay hyperbola naman is we're going to use the formula A plus B, or square root of A plus B. So that will be square root of 2.24 plus 1. So approximately, so solve muna natin, no? So find the square root of 2.24 plus 1. So that is approximately 2.24 plus 1, that is approximately 1.8. Okay? 1.8. So this is our C. So on this example, tapos na tayo, no? Tapos na tayo, nagawa na natin yung goal natin, which is to transform general form of hyperbola to standard. And also, we already solved for the different variables that we needed for graphing of this equation. Okay? Next, let's proceed with example number 4. Sorry, 4 na to. Ayan. So we have x squared minus 2x plus y plus 8 is equal to 0. So, on this one, same process lang. No? Transpose. Hindi siya magiging same process. Okay? Una, ay, para hindi tayo magkamali, identify natin yung type ng conic section. So, on this one, ang present lang ay x squared. It means walang y squared, isa lang ang present na variable na naka-square, so it means it is parabola. Okay, sa parabola, ang goal naman natin dito is maiwan yung variable na naka-square. It means i-group natin yan, then lahat ng x variable nasa left side. So it will be x squared minus 2x, then a lot space for completing the square, equals yung y and positive 8 natin ay ita-transpose natin. So it will be negative y minus 8. Then after that, perform tayo ng completing the square. So it will be x squared minus 2x. To find for that third term, b over 2 raised to 2 lang din po ang gagamitin natin. So on this one, we have negative 2 over 2 raised to 2. Negative 2 over 2 is negative 1 raised to 2. That is positive 1 equals negative y minus 8. Okay? Now, on this one, gawin na ulit natin yung perfect square trinomial, gagawin na square of binomial. So it is x, square root of x squared is x, square root of 1 is 1, and the operation of second term is subtraction, so minus 1 po tayo dito. Equals, ayan. So before natin makalimutan, no, since nag-add tayo dito ng 1 sa left side, we need to add 1 din sa right side. So it will be negative y, then minus negative 8 plus 1, that is negative 7. Okay? So this is the standard form of as equation ng isang parabola. Okay? So with that, no, I ito na yung process of solving the standard form or transforming the standard form of parabola. Okay, next, let's proceed with transforming standard transforming standard form to general form. So we are done with transforming general to standard. This time naman ibabalik natin, no, yung standard to general. So there are several guidelines then or steps that we need to follow. First is identify conic section. Again, yun naman yung mahalaga, no? Una pa lang, by observing the given equation, standard man yan or general equation, kaya naman natin yan i-identify. Second is expand the square of binomial. Third is use APE or addition property of equality for F term. And 4, arrange the terms according to the general form of the type of conic section, then simplify. And also, number 6, recheck. No? Titignan ulit natin kung ellipse siya sa standard form, dapat pag na-transform yung equation, ellipse pa rin yung pag sa end. Kung hyperbola siya sa start or sa general, sa standard, dapat sa general, hyperbola pa rin siya. Okay, so again, those are the guidelines or steps that we need to follow. So let's have example number 1. We have x minus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 2 squared. Okay, so this time, pabaligtad yung gagawin natin. Ito ay standard form. Ang goal ay maging general form. So let's start with this. So una, expand muna natin yung equation. Kapag expand ng equation, we need to first is square the first term. This is our first term. So square of x is x squared. For the second term, we need to multiply first term and second term. So x times negative 2, that is negative 2x. Then, i-multiply natin to by 2. So that is negative 2x times 2 is negative 4x. Okay? Again, ang process natin, yung first term and second term, ipag-multiply. And their product ay i-multiply by, we're going to multiply it by 2. Always 2 ang i-multiply natin. Okay? So, x times negative 2, that is negative 2x times 2, that is negative 4x. And last, no, we need to get the square of second term. Square ni negative 2, which is positive 4. Negative 2 squared is positive 4. Okay? So yung ating square of binomial, na-expand natin and nagawa nating perfect square trinomial. So that is the first group natin kay x variable. Now proceed tayo kay y variable. So same process. Get the square of first term. This is our first term. So y squared is, square of y squared is y squared. Next, yung y first term, negative 4 second term, ipag-multiply, which is y times negative 4, that is negative 4y. and the product must be multiplied by 2. So it is negative ay. And for the third term, get the square of second term natin dito. So which is negative 4. The square of negative 4 is positive 16. Okay? Equals 2 squared is 4. Okay? Our 2 squared is 4. Then after that, um, eliminate natin yung grouping symbol, no? Tatanggalin na natin yung grouping symbol. So, it will be x squared minus 4x plus 4. That's right. Plus 4. Then plus y squared minus 8y plus 16. Then yung constant natin sa right side, itatranspose na natin sa left side. So that will be negative 4 equals to 0. Okay? And after that, uh, regroup na natin. Okay? Sorry. I-rearrange na natin. Sorry. Yan, rearrange. So, again, our general form is ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus, let me write it. Our general form is ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ay plus f is equal to 0. Okay? So that is the general form ng isang conic section. But this one is circle, so therefore may certain pattern tayong susundin. So, unahin natin sa x squared, followed by y squared, followed by x term or dx term natin, so that is negative 4x. Okay? Followed by y, minus 8y. Then yung 4 and negative 4, combine na natin. 4 plus negative 4, that is 0. And may another constant pa tayo dito, so that is 0 plus 16. So plus 16 is equal to 0. So eto na ang ating general form from the given standard form of equation. Dito sa given equation, circle siya. Pagdating ng standard, ng general form natin, it is still circle. It means correct yung naging process natin for transforming this equation. Okay, next, let's proceed with example number 2. For example number 2, same process yung gagawin natin, expand the terms. So, yung square of binomials, expand natin, it will be square of first term. So, y squared is y squared. Okay? Next, multiply yung first term and second term, y times negative 1, that is negative y. Then, multiply the product by 2, so that is negative 2y. For the third term, get the square of this second term or square of negative 1. That will be positive 1. Then, equals, on this one, simplify din natin, distribute natin inside the parentheses. So that is 2 times x, 2x, 2 times negative 6, negative 12. And after that, our goal is all terms must be placed on the left side and 0 yung matira sa right side. It will be y squared minus 2y plus 1. Then yung positive 2x will be negative 2x, negative 12 will be positive 12, then equals to 0. Okay? Then after that, rearrange lang natin yung terms and combine like terms. So we have here y squared minus 2y, then minus 2x, then we have here 1 or positive 1 and positive 12, so plus 12 tayo. Plus 30 kasi 12 plus 1 equals to 0. So, and with this, we're done, no, with transforming equation. So first, given na standard form, we know that it is a parabola. Then the general form after nating mag-transform is still parabola. Okay? Next, proceed tayo with another example. Example number 3, we have y minus 2 squared over 25 plus x minus 3 squared over 5 is equal to 1. Now, on this one, so we have here an operation of addition. Okay, they are both addition. So it means, sorry, positive. So it means it is ellipse. Okay? For ellipse or hyperbola, same lang naman ng magiging process yan, no? Ang gagawin lang natin is, una, eliminate um, the denominator. So for us to eliminate the denominator, we need to multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. And yung LCD ng 25 and 5 is 25. Okay, multiply natin on both sides. Cancel out si 25 on the first term. Okay, makakancel to. Matitira na lang is y minus 2 squared. Plus, 25 divide 5, so meron pa yung matitira or it has a quotient of 5. So again, 25 divide 5 is 5. Then, copy yung x minus 3 squared is equal to 1 times 25, that is 25. Again, the process on how we eliminated the denominator is by multiplying both sides by their LCD. Okay? Now, on this step, natanggal na natin yung denominator. So it means, kailangan na natin mag-expand ng terms. So on this one, square of binomial, so ganun ulit ang process. Paulit-ulit lang naman yung pag-expand, which is get the square of first term, which is y squared. Second, multiply yung first term and second term, which is negative y times negative 2, that is negative 2y, and their product must be multiplied by 2, which is negative 4y. Again, negative 2y times 2 is negative 4y. For third term, get the square of second term, which is negative 2 squared is positive 4. Okay? Plus, on this one, before pa natin i-distribute yung 5 na naka-factor, we need first to simplify or expand yung ating exponent. So it means, copy muna natin yung 5 sa labas ng group, then expand natin yung square of binomial. So get the square of first term, square of x squared is x squared. Then multiply first term and second term, that is x times negative 3, negative 3x. Their product must be multiplied by 2. Negative 3x times 2, that is negative 6x. Okay? Then last, for the third term, get the square of negative 3. So square of negative 3 is positive 9 equals 25. Now, before natin uh, mapag-combine yung like terms, on this part of the equation, meron pang 5 na nasa naka-factor or nasa labas ng grouping symbol. It means we need to distribute it first sa ating grouping symbol. So it will be, so y squared minus 4y plus 4 plus 5 times x squared, that is 5x squared. 5 times negative 6x, negative 30x. 5 times 9, that is 45, equals to 25. And after that, eliminate natin yung grouping symbols and combine like terms. Okay, so it will be y squared minus 4y plus 4 plus 5x squared minus 30x plus 45 equals to 25. Then, after that, rearrange natin. Okay? Una palagi ay yung x squared. So, it will be 5x squared, yung x squared term, ang first term, followed by the y squared, followed by x term, which is yung negative 30x, followed by y term, which is yung negative 4y, followed by the constant, we have 4 and 45. 4 plus 45 is equal to 49. Okay? Then, yung constant natin, na 25, itatranspose na natin on the left side. So, therefore, magiging, um, magiging plus 49 minus 25 is equal to 0. Okay? Then, after that, ay, um, isi-simplify pa natin, no? Kasi meron pa tayong 2 constant here. So, rewrite lang natin 5x squared plus y squared minus 30x minus 4y. 49 minus 25 is positive 24 is equal to 0. And this is the general form of the given equation. Okay? So with that, no, so that is the process on how we perform transforming equation from standard form to general form. And that's all for our lesson for this session. Okay, so we're done with identifying the main key components of the graph ng conic section. We are also done with transforming equations from standard from general to standard, and last yung from standard to general form of equations. So that's all for this session. If you have questions or clarifications, you can ask, that on our GC or by joining the online meeting. Okay, so for now, that's all, and thank you for watching this video.